Hello students. So hope you are well at your home. So this is my lecture number 2. So if you have not seen my lecture number 1, in which I have discussed entire syllabus of EDC, this subject name is EDC, electronic devices and circuit. So if you have not seen that part of lecture, which I will give you in the description box, so if you have not seen, so please see it. So from this lecture we will directly start with our syllabus. In this one we will see the semiconductor materials. So the content of the lecture are, first one is my introduction, then semiconductor material, what kind of semiconductor materials are there, then covalent bonding, what exactly mean by covalent bonding, and intrinsic material, what exactly mean by intrinsic material. Then we will see energy levels, then extrinsic material we will see. Okay, this whole topic I will cover in I will see whether 1 or 2 lectures are required for this one, so we'll see it. Okay, we'll start with. So we know that every electronic component, see these are the components of electronic components. Suppose example is camera, we will see, then laptop, this is a monitor, then we will see some flash devices like your pen drive. Okay, PD, we are seeing short from PD. Then we will see some kind of mobile smartphones, every mobile phones, then storage devices. Okay, mouse we will see, then kind of device is called as, we are seeing it is called as microprocessor. Okay, microprocessor we are seeing, just a minute, I will drop this part. Microprocessor, these all devices are made up of what? A semiconductor material. These are made up of what? Semiconductor material, semiconductors. Okay, so now your question must be that why we are using that semiconductor material to build these devices. Okay, for example camera and all the devices are there, so why we are using that material only? So this is the motive of this lecture. So why we are going and what exactly in the semiconductor materials are there, so we'll see. So normally every material on the earth is divided into 3 categories. We know that some are conductors. Okay, some are conductors, then some are insulators, and some are semiconductors. So what exactly mean by conductor, insulator and semiconductor? So conductor is the material which are normally conducts, which conducts electricity, and the material which doesn't conduct electricity. For example, doesn't conduct electricity means we can say that a rubber. Okay, rubber is a good insulator which doesn't carry electricity. Then second example we can see the glass. Okay, glass is again insulator. Then some kind of dielectric materials, and in the conductor category we will see copper, Cu, we will see copper. Then ferric, that is iron, we can say that. Okay, iron, copper, aluminium, we can say that. Aluminium you can use for conduction. Normally our electricity wires are made up of aluminium. Then our electricity, whatever the household devices that are connected with the copper, so these are the conductors and insulators. But what exactly mean by semiconductor? What exactly mean by semiconductor? So semiconductor material, suppose this is my conductor, this is my insulator. So in between that, what is the material is there? In between that semiconductor, this is suppose I have written as conductor. Okay, this is nothing but my insulator, and in between that is my semiconductors. Means a device or a material which having both properties of conductors and insulator. Means the material which will perform like insulator and conductor for some temperature. It is dependent on temperature. I will tell you why it is dependent on temperature. For example, if you are reducing the temperature, suppose this is my semiconductor material, if you are reducing the temperature, it will act as a insulators. It will act as a insulators. And if you are increasing the temperature, then it will act as conductors. So this is all about semiconductors. Okay, so normally In the introduction some points are remaining, still I will tell you. So have you heard about this device? Okay, this device. So in the comment box you have to tell me who invented this device. This device is computer. Who invented the computer? So first, computer is of this size of our room. Normally suppose this is a 10 meter by 10 meter size of my room is there. Okay, so larger than this size, 10 meter by 10 meter, and this computer just perform the operation of just addition, multiplication, add, multiplication, division, and subtract. 4 operation it will perform. Means if I want to add 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, I just want to carry a device which is of this room size. So what is the use? So normally now if you are seeing the device like your smartphone now it is of or any microprocessor, it is just on you, it is compatible with your palm. That much small computer, that much small processors are there, and it is performing large number of operations performing. So this is now miniaturized, means this is actually miniaturized means small things are going on. Means suppose this is one, whatever this room size, and this is miniaturized to a small dot. Okay, this is all happens due to the invention of semiconductor. Before semiconductor we are using some kind of tubes, microwave tubes are used for this construction of the device. Okay, so now semiconductor materials are used. Okay, so this miniaturization is limited by, miniaturization means small things. Okay, means whatever the big things are there that are converted into small things. Now the thing is that is miniaturized by quality of semiconductor material. Now we are not getting a quality of semiconductor material, design structure, network design techniques, and limits of manufacturing processing equipment. Something limitations are there by which we are performing, we are obtaining this process. Okay, so we'll see next. Just a minute. Okay, so normally semiconductor material we are having, these are of silicon, germanium, and GaAs. GaAs is nothing but gallium arsenide. This is the compound. So semiconductor are the special class of element which conductivity between insulator and conductor. I have just told that is nothing but the semiconductor material whose conductivity lies between conductor and insulator. So the classes of semiconductor material are single crystal and compound. So have you heard about this device? The symbol is like this one, a diode, and if I am drawing this one, this is called as LED. So normally everybody's mobile is having one torch that is made up of this thing, LEDs. So LEDs is the normally use LED. Now whatever the torch we are having, that is made up of the LEDs. Okay, this is a symbol of this one. So this is made up of some kind of material that is compound semiconductors. So single crystal are germanium and silicon, and the compound is nothing but which is obtained by addition of two elements, that is nothing but silicon or germanium. So single crystal are germanium and silicon, and compound crystal are, we can say that cadmium sulfate CDS, gallium arsenide GaS, gallium nitride, which this is very used GaN, then gallium arsenide phosphate GaAsP. But if you are using this material, then your LED will glow like yellow light. Okay, that is phosphorus GaSP. So we are using for different color, different material we have to add. So GaSP will glow like yellow color. Okay, so what is, I will tell you some history about this semiconductor material. So first diode is discovered in 1939. Okay, and first transistor is discovered in 1947. You can remember as our Independence Day. So transistor first diode is observed at discovered in 1939 in Bell Laboratory. Bell Laboratory, have you heard about Bell Laboratory? And transistor in 1947. So normally germanium is widely used because germanium is the firstly discovered material. This is the firstly discovered material, This is secondly, and normally compounds are combination of GAS, like this one materials are combined. Okay. Germanium available in pure form is due to refinery process and available in large quantity. Okay, the process is very good because it is available in the pure form and refined in good quality we are obtaining. Okay. So, however, transistor constructed from the germanium are suffer from low level of reliability due to the sensitivity of temperature. So now is the main point. Why we are going for the betterment? Why we are going for the betterment? Because it is having some problem. So whatever the transistor, because why we are talking about the transistors? Because suppose this is this is a microprocessor. Okay, this is a microprocessor. Normally your mobile phone, it is having some kind of microprocessor, that is nothing but we are using Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. Okay, Snapdragon supported processor, it is having some frequency that is nothing but 4.2 gigahertz frequency. Okay, 4.2 gigahertz frequency. Suppose this is the size, actual size, and the very basic element of this microprocessor is what transistors. So billions of transistors, what you can say, billions of transistors are there in the microprocessor. So with the help of that transistor, this microprocessor work. Okay, so number of transistors, there are a lot of transistors, number of transistors are more, then your speed of operation will be more. Okay, so that's why we are talking about transistors and diode. Okay, so whatever the transistor made of germanium, they are suffering from the sensitivity of temperature. Means what? Wherever there is a temperature change is there. Suppose if the device, if a mobile is constructed by using the germanium transistor, then if I'm moving from Konkan area to the desert of Rajasthan, then temperature will be rise. Okay, here if you are facing the temperature is of 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, but in the Rajasthan you will observe the temperature like 40 degrees Celsius or some kind of 45 degrees Celsius. Okay, 45 degrees Celsius. So there is a lot of change in there. So if there is a temperature change in that one, so what will happen? This is not reliable at all. This is working malfunctionally. This device, whatever the function, suppose this is mobile I am using, that is made up of germanium, then temperature increases, then it will, we can say that we are using this word hang up. Okay, this will hang up. So like this one happens in case of germanium. So due to which scientists come with the silicon transistor in 1954. Don't remember the date and all that, it is not at all essential for you. Don't go with the detail various transistors and but for your information, if you want to remember, then you can use, but exam point of view it is not necessary. Okay, but your knowledge point of view is essential. So silicon is the most abundant material on the earth. We are having a lot of material, and time moves, the electron become highly sensitivity of speed. Okay, so due to temperature sensitivity, we are not using germanium, but we are using what? Silicon, and it is the most abundant material on the earth after your oxygen. This is the most abundant material on our earth. Okay, computers are operating with the higher and higher speed and communication system were operating at higher level of performance. So due to this, and the first transistor used by obtained in 1940s 1970 is of gallium arsenide. The transistor speed is 5 times greater than the silicon transistor, but more difficult to manufacture as compared to the silicon and germanium. Okay, so now we are having how much materials? We are having germanium, we are having silicon, and we are having, I will write over here, GaAs. Okay, so firstly this transistor is obtained, so it is having temperature sensitivity. Okay, then secondly this transistor is obtained, that is having higher speed of operation. But the third, whatever this in 1970, this optoid is having 5 times speed on this one. So but the procedure is very different, very difficult to obtain, because arsenic is, we know that arsenic is some kind of poisonous material is there. So to obtain this one, it is having very difficult one. So wherever you will find a speed connecting devices like your memories, RAM, ROM, etc., that is made up of gallium arsenide, and whatever the microprocessors and all, that is made up of silicon and germanium, some kind of use. Okay, so we will stop over here. So if you want, if you are not still subscribe my channel, please subscribe it. If you are having any doubt, then you can ask me your doubt in the comment section. So thank you very much.